How much do you think the look has to do with how we place?
I love watching people that have costuming that embodies the spirit of what that dancing is all about.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I feel exactly the same way. However, I do feel, as we just talked about, it is a personal preference, and you really have to feel really good in what you're wearing.
Absolutely.
You know, so for me, I'm a small person, and maybe that's why I like cutouts. Fabric will swallow me up. Too much of it will just like kind of swallow me up. So
Swallow you up, you mean that you feel constricted, or you feel like it just doesn't show off or showcase your fitness? Like, talk to me about that.
Yeah, no, I don't really care so much about that. Although I guess we all do kind of care about our physiques, but that's not really why.
Well, I say that because some people have great legs, great calves, and they need to showcase that.
Well,
and wear a certain type of dress that will show their legs, maybe a little cutout in the leg.
Well, I'm that person.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's more what I'm saying. Yeah. Whereas, like, for me, color is more important for me. And then, of course, a well-fitted dress. But if I feel that if the color really pops my skin tone, and that I dance even more confidently, I feel more voluminous on the floor because I am here. Yeah. Like, I remember doing the New York Dance Festival, and I came in second in a closed silver American Rhythm out of 18 participants.
Wow.
I was shocked, but you know what? That day I had a rockin' dress.
Yeah.
The color was amazing. I felt really good on the dance floor. I didn't feel like I was, that anything felt uncomfortable. The entire package felt right.
The blue one?
The blue one.
I was at that competition.
Right? And so
you were danced smooth and or standard.
No. This was American Rhythm that day at the New York Dance Festival. Mm-hmm.
You have a blue smooth dress.
I do have a blue smooth dress and a blue. I wear a lot of blue.
Yeah.
This one was more like the blue you see today. A lot of the what do you call that? The royal blue.
Yes.
And it had just combo the whole thing. It was a fabulous competition, and I felt amazing.
Yeah.
And
that.
But that goes to show that I was embodying the style of dance. I was wearing something that I thought was completely appropriate. I had it checked out by my studio director, and it was a thumbs up.
Yep.
My instructor watched to see how that moved on the dance floor. Everything fit the way it was supposed to. And when you don't have any distractions, and this is the way that you go in and you're just focused and concentrating on what you're supposed to do, you feel so much better.
Yeah. So that reminds me of again, my first year, we did Yuletide, right?
Oh, Utah. That's a New Year's Eve party?
New Year's Eve one. And I competed in International Latin.
Oh, beautiful.
And it was my very first time. And we were completely brand new in International Latin. But the dress I had on, do you remember the mesh dress, the stoned mesh dress?
Yes, I do.
Yes,
I do. And I think I have pictures of you with that also.
Yes, that was a kick-ass dress. That was a fabulous dress. And I had red flowers in my hair.
Oh, beautiful.
And I had shoes with a red bottom.
And nice.
Yes, so the comment I remember, because that particular one was being live streamed, and one of my friends from the studio was at home watching the live stream and recording it, and there was a commentator, and he was commenting on my dress and the shoes and how the whole, and she can carry that dress. But the thing is this, we had done International Latin all of about 2 minutes. I mean, literally, we just learned it. It was our first competition.
But you were owning the dress.
But I owned the dress, took first place. Get this, guys, took first place. And we got to dance at the gala on New Year's Eve.
So that only happened to me once, but didn't you feel good getting invited back?
I was beside myself. Matter of fact, my instructor We had never done samba, right? So we had never even practiced it. We never did it. And he's like, we're going to pull out of this part of the competition. We go down to
The registrar
or the people who, and he said, we're going to, come out of this. And she said, no, don't pull out. You have time to practice. There's a practice room right there. And I looked at him and I said, let's do it. He initially wasn't having it. And I said, come on, we have time.
We're
like
here.
An hour.
We're here.
Let's do it. Let's practice. We did. We took first place. I know. Crazy. And we got to dance at the gala.
Firstly, that experience of dancing at the gala, my first time and my only time, just to say this, my only time where I was asked to dance at the evening, to open up an evening show, is when I did my show dance. My Elton John show dance.
I remember.
And, the costume again, to go back to it, I had the full feathers going on. I had the sequence and we danced really well. And when we were invited back to do that, I felt I danced that show even better with my dance partner at the evening event. Yeah. And it was such an honor to be asked to do that. And so I just think but this goes to how you feel, how you perform. And no one would ever ask you to go perform that somewhere if you weren't exuding an entire confidence and package with what you're wearing, how you're dancing, of course, and what you're presenting. So everyone, I just want to say this topic of costuming, dancing, having the whole package, it's so important. We would like you, please press subscribe and like if you're enjoying what we're talking about on this episode of the Dance Diaries.
And as well, please send us suggestions, comments, everything. We're open to everything. We're going to try to get to all the topics. If there are topics that you guys have that you want to hear about, believe me, we can have a conversation on it. So again, like and subscribe. We love you all. Can't wait to see you on the next one.
Have a great day, everybody.
Have a great day.